Hi everyone. The next thing we'll go through is the difference between explorers, looks, and dashboards. Okay? First of all, what are explorers? Explorers is actually a looker-specific concept, and it's basically the starting point for any data exploration and analysis. Think of explorers as capsules for your data. Okay? So you're basically given a capsule for your data that contains all the data that you would ever need to analyze, and you open it up and you have access to it. And you use it to basically put pieces together for your analysis. Okay? So for example, this is an Explorer. Okay? So over here we see that this is the Sales Explorer. On the left-hand side, we see all the fields, all the attributes about the data that we have access to. And in the middle, we have our analysis. So we have our data, our visualization, and our filters. Okay, so we'll go through explorers in a lot of detail, especially in the first section is called explorers. And it's because it's used as a starting point for your exploration. Over here, what we see is if you click explore, we have access to, in the sandbox environment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 explorers. Okay? But we don't need to worry about that. We're just going to be using these two over here, inventory and sales. So we have an inventory capsule of data and a sales capsule of data. Okay? Awesome. Now, what are looks? Looks are basically explorers that have been saved. Or think of it as you use explorers to perform an analysis. Right here, the analysis is looking at the sales by office. So we can see Detroit has the highest sales, Dallas has the lowest sales, and this is a bar graph that shows the sales for each office, right? So we've used explorers to do this. Looks are simply that analysis that has been saved and that can be rerun, okay? The reason why you would save and explore is if you would want to do the same analysis, sales by office, at a different point in time. So we want sales by office, for example, we want to see this every week. What we could do is go to an Explorer, put it in and show this, or we can just save it so we can open it up next week whenever we do need to use it. The one thing about looks is that they're also called reports sometimes. And it makes sense because, for example, this could be a sales by office report, right? So in this course, looks and reports will be used interchangeably. Not sure why Looker really likes the word looks, but we'll be using looks and reports interchangeably, okay? Finally, we have our dashboards, okay? Dashboards are basically a compilation of different looks. So for example, this can be a look over here. This can be a look. This can be a look. This is a look. This can be a look. This can be a look. This can be a look. A dashboard just combines them together and enforces some interaction between them. Okay? So first of all, dashboards are just a compilation of different looks, right? They don't have to be looks. You don't have to save them as looks, but you can if you want. The other thing is that there's some interaction, which basically means that if you click here, for example, all of the looks change. And what you can do is over here, if you can click Dallas, and then all the other tiles that are used change or filter to Dallas. So for example, over here, I see the total sales, the total hours, the total volume, and the total number of employees. And I see the sales by function and the salesperson report. If I click Dallas, it'll filter everything to Dallas. So I would only see the Dallas sales, the Dallas number of hours, and so on and so forth. Dashboards are very good because you get to see a lot of data at once, right? So for example, this is something that the CEO might want to see on a daily basis. They might wake up every morning and look at it to understand where they're at and what they would need to focus on. Okay? So again, explorers are a starting point for analysis. Looks are saved pieces of analysis, also called reports. And dashboards are a compilation of looks. If you're still confused, no need to worry. We'll actually go through this in a lot of detail and create all of these things as well. So if you're still confused, I apologize for that. That's definitely my fault. But it's okay, because as you keep going, you'll get more familiar with it, especially because you'll be building all of these different things.